It's funny. Some of the most effective communicators you'll ever meet have never taken a single public speaking class. Today, we're going to explore something amazing, what street vendors can teach all of us about confidence. Does this feel a little too familiar? It's like you've done the homework, you've memorized the vocabulary, but the second you have to actually speak, everything just freezes up. Trust me, you are not alone in feeling this way. It's a really frustrating place to be. And this just nails the feeling perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got all this knowledge just stored away in your brain. But on the other side, all you feel is hesitation, anxiety, and, well, silence. It's this paradox that keeps so many of us quiet. But what if the key to unlocking your voice isn't in another textbook? To find that key, we actually have to get out of the classroom. We're going to head to the loud, bustling, and amazing streets of places like Manali, Delhi, or Mumbai. So meet your new teachers, your new gurus. These folks have never been to a confidence-building workshop. They've never watched a TED Talk on how to be fluent. And yet, they have this communication superpower that so many of us spend years trying to find. Think about it. When a tourist asks them a question, there's no apology. There's no, "Oh, sorry, my English isn't very good." Nope, there is just a direct, functional answer. They get right to the point. The goal isn't to sound like a poet, right? It's just to get a message across, clearly and effectively. And notice how this is all about action. It's an invitation. It's all about moving the conversation and the sale forward. It's simple, it's effective, and it is completely fearless. There's no overthinking, no rehearsing the perfect sentence in their head. They just speak. So this sets up this really fascinating contrast. We're looking at two totally different mindsets using the exact same language. Let's actually break down what's going on underneath the surface. And this right here, this is the heart of it all. It's about your goal. The learner so often is trying to impress people, but the vendor, they're just trying to communicate. It sounds like a small difference, but believe me, it changes everything. And that goal totally shapes their mindset. The learner is basically asking for permission. Is my English good enough? Is this sentence correct? Will this work? The vendor isn't asking for permission. They're just taking action. Their whole vibe is, let me try. So it all comes down to where your focus is. The learner is looking inward, totally consumed by grammar anxiety and this fear of being judged. The vendor, though, is looking outward. They're focused on the other person and the simple goal of making a connection. Okay, so all of this leads us to the big secret, the street vendor's secret weapon. It is a simple but really, really profound shift in how you look at things. What these guys are masters of is something we can call functional English. It means you're speaking with a purpose, not asking for permission. The entire goal is just to be understood, to get the job done. Being perfect, it's not even on the table. And this is an absolute game changer. Real confidence doesn't come from practicing by yourself until your English is flawless. It just doesn't work that way. It comes from one thing: getting out there and using the messy, imperfect English you have right now. And if you're still sitting there thinking, yeah, but will this really work for me? Well, the street vendors have already answered that question for us. They are the living proof that it does. Every single day, tourists understand them, transactions happen, little conversations happen. The system isn't broken. The only missing piece is our willingness to just participate, to show up to the conversation. So the question really isn't, does this method work? The street vendors prove that it does, every single day, without fail. The only real question is the one on the screen. When are you going to start?